Ready? All right, guys. So this is the one I bought off market. It was an expired. It was on the market a couple years. We went out. A lot of people left like the concrete here. It looked. You'll see when we walk up here. It was a lot of like stones just mixed in with concrete. But because we're going for the price point we're going to, I've been using pavers because I felt like it needed to be ripped out anyways. And pavers are just slightly more expensive than concrete. So it looks super clean as we come all the way through. And we're going all the way through the back. So the pavers will go through the back. And this is actually the back door. But the front door, it takes you right to the downstairs room. And when I'm going to show the property, I want people to go straight to the view. So I'm technically going to bring them up through the back door. And it's a 5-bedroom. So you have the 1-car garage right here and then the carport. So if it was just a 1-car garage, I wouldn't have bought it. But because it has the carport right here, and also you can fit like a small car or golf cart on the other side of this, it makes sense. It's not as big of a deterrent as it would be if it was just a 1-car garage. So then down here, we had, this was just like another entry door. It was just like a standard door. And I was like, all right, we got to put a slider in. So this actually leads in one of the bedrooms downstairs. And so you have 3 entrances to the house technically. Then back here, it's gonna be super cool what we're doing back here. So we ripped up everything and we did a fire pit right here. So fire pit going around that way, concrete, and then we're doing a barbecue in this corner right here. And then we redid the deck. So all the deck supporting was fine, but I went and it's called tiger wood. I put tiger wood all right there and then on top, so it's gonna give an orange look. So the whole house is gonna be white with black accents, and then it's gonna have this orange teak looking tiger wood across and make it more modern all throughout down here. We have massive heaters going on down here. 2 heaters right there, 2 heaters upstairs, along with Sauna speakers. So you have a deck, which is one outdoor area, and then this is gonna be, it was just kind of like boring. I'm like, let's do the fire pit, let's do the barbecue down here. Pavers are gonna go all the way through, and along with pavers, we're doing like a design with turf, just to kind of bring it to life, because no one really has turf at the beach.
Yeah.
So that's super important, because this is probably my favorite feature we did at the house. I've seen people do this on other sections where they'll like put turf down and they'll put a hot tub. And right off the entrance back here, there's this massive deck. So you'll see back here on this massive deck, I was like, what do you do back here? Because no one's gonna wanna hang out in the back when you have all this room up in the front. So, since everyone's in their health and wellness era, what's up guys?
Hey.
Good, how are you? How we doing?
Good, how are you?
We came back here and I threw turf down because no one has turf at the beach. And we're going to do turf, cold plunge, hot tub, and sauna. All here in the backyard. They're all black and they all have the matching wood that's going on the front. And so I was like, instead of just having this boring area where no one hangs out, let's bring some life to it with the turf, because no one has turf at the beach. And then have all this like wellness items, because everyone's into their health and wellness era right now.
Yeah, I see a lot of people doing that now, honestly.
No, for sure. And I see it in like a lot of like $10, $12 million houses. But at the beach, you don't have room for, your space is so compact, right?
Yeah.
But there's nothing you want to do right here because you want to hang out in the front. So all this now, it brings this area to life that you'd have no use for before.
That's so cool. Such a good idea.
Yeah. So it's going to be super cool. We had to get a forklift to get this in.
Cool.
And it was just chaos. But the cold plunge is super sick. Sauna, hot tub, it's going to be a nice area.
Is there like weird permitting with like jacuzzis, things like that?
If we got a crane, you would need a permit for the crane.
Yeah.
But not to bring them up here. It's all reinforced. We had a structural engineer come in and draw what we need to reinforce this down below. So it's all being reinforced to hold all this stuff up. Because you have 2 items with water and then the sauna, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is probably one of my favorite areas of the house just because it's different.
Yeah. I mean, you maximize the space of it, like you're right. Like no one's gonna want to use this.
No, not at all. There's no point. You would just have a deck and everyone would be like, what are we gonna do back here? Yeah. And there was another guy that did turf up the street with a hot tub. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do turf with a cold plunge and a sauna too.
Nice.
Had to do it. So then in here, so we came in, all the cabinets are custom cabinets, quartzite countertops. A lot of people would put quartz in here and they would just put like prefabricated cabinets. But on all my flips, I put custom cabinets in now. They look a lot better. They feel a lot better. They feel real. They're not MDF. They're just way different. Open them, check them out.
Oh yeah, ultra thick too, huh?
Yeah, they look really good. They're all painted, stained, like they're really solid. The appliances are coming in next week. So previously, part of the issue with this house is right here. It wasn't supporting, but there was like a wall that went this way, this way, this way, and they had like a cabinet space, like it was like a dry bar, and it broke up the entire house. So we opened up the walls and saw nothing was supporting. It was just there to hold the cabinets. So we took it out, and now you open the whole space coming through the house. So when you walk up that door, you see the view right away, where previously you wouldn't see it. So you had this here, and then you had dining right here. We moved the dining right there. We did a wet bar right here, just to add some character. The same tiles are matching here and here, but I did them in different formats, so it kind of like doesn't look completely.
I like that cross.
It looks really good, but it would have been way too crazy to do it right there. It would have just been too much going all the way across, so I wanted it simple, and then like this, since it's such a small area, more dramatic.
Yeah.
So this was, well, I'm gonna take you guys over here real quick. So this is actually one of the reasons why I really liked it. So when you're on the other side of Mission Beach, you have direct ocean view, right? But once the sun goes down and it's pitch black outside, you don't see anything. You also have the boardwalk going right in front of your house with thousands of people literally going by your house every day. So here there's a few things. One, you don't have the boardwalk right in front of you. So you don't have all the chaos going back and forth all day. If you have kids, they can play out on the sand and they're safe, right? Two, you have a 24-hour view. So you have boats coming in and out of the channel all day. You have views going out towards the ocean. You have whitewater views over in Ocean Beach right here, where you see the whitewater crashing, you see the surfers, you see the pier, and you also have all the houses on the hillside right there lit up at night. So the houses up there, where everyone likes to be on the boardwalk, it's pitch black after it goes dark. Here, there's always something going on. There's always action, and it's the most private you're going to feel on Mission Beach on the sandfront.
Totally.
So when I saw that, I'm like, it just makes sense. So then up here, we have 3 bedrooms. That's where the primary and 2 of the additional bedrooms are. So this is the best elevation where the view is.
That's insane.
So you have, like I said, the channel, boats going in and out all day long. You see the surfers from here. You have the pier. You have all of Sunset Cliffs at nighttime. And then you come out this way, and you look, and you have ocean. And you have the same ocean view from down below.
This is being enclosed.
Yeah, so we'll put glass up there.
Nice.
They're just finished. So that wood is going all the way. It's being wrapped all the way down through the bottom.
Would you have been able to extend it all?
We could have, but I just didn't want to spend the time to get the permit. And then it would have just looked too crazy having 2 decks. Because like, let's say you want to sunbathe. Down below, you want to be able to sunbathe if you extended it. So that was the reason we did that. The bathroom was pretty interesting. So the closet was previously in the bathroom. So previously, the closet went along this wall and then went along this wall. And then you had like a wall right here. And then you had the shower, and then you had the vanity. I'm like, this makes no sense. So I'll show you the walk-in shower over there. I blew this up to where it's fully bathroom.
It's huge.
It's massive. For a beach house, it's massive. I said, this is a weird space over in this corner. Because I was like, okay, the bed's going right here. And then you had a weird angle over there. So I was like, we need closet space, and you need a walk-in closet on a $6 million house. So I did this right here. So you actually have a walk-in closet. We'll put our built-ins once we're done. And then also I'm like, that could be big enough, but if it's not big enough, it's going to be an issue. So I added this space right here because I'm like, that's plenty big. I'd rather have more closet space so I don't have the objection that that's the only closet space even though it's massive. So that window obviously will get replaced. Like we're doing the fine details right now, but that will get replaced and everything's brand new at this point. It's been a 4-month project. So then over here, where the shower is currently, that used to be the closet to the bedroom next door. And I'm like, okay, these 2 bedrooms right here are sharing this bathroom. That's not gonna work. So I took away the walk-in closet because I'm like, the guest room or the kids' room doesn't need a walk-in closet. Made this full bathroom. And then we just built, because this wall came out already, we built that closet right there. Or actually, that closet might have already been there. But I was like, you don't need a walk-in and that for a second bedroom. So we just made that the closet. You also have a balcony up here, which we're not doing anything to because it's small. But even from these rooms, you have views going out east, which is super sick to have two guest rooms that have views out back. It's not crazy views, but at least you have something.
So much space.
Here's for a beach house that'd be 2,800 square feet with this much space. It feels like it's 3,500 square feet. Wait until we go downstairs. It's even more crazy. So this one already had the closet right here. We left it in this room. Most of them have skylights, which is awesome. And all the bedrooms are pretty good size, generally speaking, for a beach house.
It feels really spacious.
For sure. And most people that own this house, they probably aren't going to live here full time. They could. So I designed it in mind, because a lot of people, when they design beach houses down here, they design it with the intention that it's going to be a second home. But the way I designed it perfect to be a second home, but also if you want it as a primary residence, it works. And that's why the primary room, I did that with the closets. You're going to see downstairs with what I did. I did that to where if it's a guest, if it's a second home and you're always entertaining, it works. But if it's a primary, it still works if you're living here full time. Excuse me. So you'll see all the bathrooms, they have like white and like cream colors. And here, this is the only half bath in the whole house. I wanted to be dramatic, so we went like with a light blue, or like not a navy blue, but a mix, because to involve the ocean.
Switch it up. Yeah.
Yep.
That's nice.
So then down here, this is the third level. And the same thing I did upstairs, we did down here. So right here, there was a non-supporting wall that popped out right here. The wall popped out right here. Another wall popped out right here. And there were two cabinets for whatever, right? And I was like, okay, so it came out to about right here. And then I'm like, now you have the second room that if it's a second home, it's like a game room or a utility room that as you're entertaining outside. Or if it's a primary and you have kids, this is where the kids are going to hang out. It's way too tight to have a couch in what you had back here. And you also had a half bath right there. So I canceled the half bath because there's a full bath in this corner right here to open up this space, because you don't need a half bath right next to a full bath for the guest rooms. I got rid of this, threw them over there in that corner behind you guys. So now it's functionality, because behind you, on both sides where the cabinets are, that's wasted space. And in a beach house, every inch counts in terms of space. Maximize this wall, so now you have a proper game room, living room, whatever you want to make it. Pool table room, like there's so many different things you can do. Did a wet bar, and then there will also be a mini fridge for half of its wine, or no, half the wine's upstairs, and then the cans, this one is just a straight mini fridge. Because you have the barbecue down here. Yep. So we were gonna do a barbecue on the deck right there, but I was like, I wanted to maximize that deck space for chairs and what you're doing, and it's kind of a pain to come down from the kitchen to come out to your barbecue, but it is what it is. We're at the beach, you can only do so many things.
Are you going to do floating shelves on that?
Yeah, so that's what those are. Those are all floating shelves.
Sweet.
And then back here we have an additional, so there's 2 bedrooms and then a bath. So here's 1 bedroom. And then you have a bedroom. This is a smaller bedroom of the 5, but I was like, it works because in a beach, this wasn't a bedroom originally, but we made it a bedroom to have a 5th bedroom instead of a 4-bedroom because it was a bathroom.
Okay.
So now this is a bathroom, this is a bedroom. And that was because a 5-bedroom beach house is significantly valued higher than a 4-bedroom beach house. And then you have this additional room right here, which is a really good size room. And I just did the slider to open up the space so you have a ton of natural light. Because in Mission Beach, you have 2 houses so close to you on each side. Having more natural light come in just make the room still bigger. There's nothing I could do about that room right there. It is what it is. You have the window. It's the 5th bedroom. The youngest child gets it. Yeah. Everyone is super stoked for the rest of the house. And that's it. But yeah, it's probably a 4.5 month project.
Wow.
And we should be back on like the 3rd week of September. I forget when I closed on it. It was probably like May, I think. April or May. It was May, probably. That we closed on it, and yeah, I've just been jamming.
Incredible.
We repainted the whole exterior.
Working on it. We're getting there.
Yep. What about the garage door?
We'll put a new garage door on. That's the very last thing we do so it doesn't get damaged.
Yep.
Otherwise, there'll be a huge dent in it, and you're like, we got to get another one.
Yeah.
This is the carport you're talking about?
Yeah, it's carport. It's huge. You can fit Escalade. You can fit a truck.
Yeah.
You're good. That's huge, too. It's oversized. So it's like storage plus a car. And then on this side, everyone has golf carts down here. So you can fit a golf cart. I've even seen people fit like a Camry and a BMW 3 Series on that side. So you really have 3 parking spots. And you're not supposed to do this, but like how everyone's parked right here. If you came in right here, you can fit a 4th. You're just risking getting a ticket. But no, we all park here and we never get a ticket.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, you did a killer job.
Thank you.
Excited to see how it turns out.
No, you guys will definitely have to come back and take a look once we're all done. It's going to be, this was probably one of my favorite projects I've done so far.
This one's so cool.
Yeah, just the location alone. And I'm obsessed with the view. Like the view is probably like, we're like, okay, the houses down there are more valuable, but I was like, nothing remodeled has sold down here. And this view, if the buyer comes and sees this view, I think it's significantly better than the views down there where you're just looking at ocean
The privacy.
and people walking by you every day. I'm like, there's some people that love that, right?
Yeah.
I would hate that. I'd rather be down here by myself, hanging out with my friends, enjoying the view than being on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy down there. People leaving beach house at like 9 o'clock at night, staring right into your living room. Here, there's no one looking at you at all.
This is a hidden gem.
For sure. No, absolutely. So we'll see how it does. I'm really confident on it, but it's definitely we're going for a big number in South Mission Beach. So we'll see.
I think you'll get it.
Sure hope so. All right, awesome. Do you guys want to go see another one?
Yeah. Let's do
Yeah?
it.
All right, cool. We're going to go up to the one I just listed,
Where's that at?
Carmel Valley.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
You got time?
Yeah, that should be
Okay,
good.
cool.